Hey guys, it's your boy FTO back again with another video, and I'm sure you guys can see straight away I'm not in my usual surroundings, and that's because I've come to Keele University in Stoke, north of England. For those of you who don't know, well, I didn't know either, but yeah, I'm here for a little retreat, getting away from London and the busyness and all that craziness and all of that kind of stuff. My internet at home hasn't worked for a while because they're upgrading. It should be all right by next week, but that's why I haven't uploaded. Lots of stuff's actually happened since I last uploaded. I mean, Arsenal got beaten 3-0 by Crystal Palace. Steven Gerrard's now manager of the Liverpool's under-18s. Someone tried to actually blow up the Dortmund team bus on their way to their Champions League match. That's crazy, like. But I hope Barata gets well. Had a little surgery on his arm from the shatter of the glass. But yeah, lots of stuff's happened. But yeah, should be back to uploading now regularly and all of that kind of stuff. But today, guys, what we are talking about are these bad boys, the new Nike Mercurial Superfly 5s in the latest motion blur pack colorway. Big shout out to the guys at Lavelle Soccer for providing the boots. If you do want to purchase these bad boys or any others, guys, you can do so from their website. Use the code FTOTV10 to get 10% off your purchase. But for now, let's get straight into this review. So here we are, guys, with the Nike Mercurial Superfly 5s in the latest motion blur pack colorway. Comes in pretty much a standard orange box with the white Nike swoosh on the top as always, and I have got these because they're Superflies in a UK size 9. Now normally, most of you would know I get most of my boots in a 9.5, but for Superflies they just seem to fit better with actual size and not half a size up. But anyway, I'm just a weirdo. Moving on, guys, to the actual boots now. On opening the box, the first thing you do get is a string bag, as this is a high-end Nike model, and it's a really cool string bag. Firstly, you've got this kind of translucent front side to the actual, string bag, which gives it this kind of frosted pinkish look, and the reason for that is because the reverse side of the string bag is completely pink, or as Nike have come out to call it, racer pink. It's basically pink. I don't know why they come up with these weird names. You do have this kind of square detailing as well, which is really cool. Hopefully you can see that in the video. And you've got the branding, which is done in black on the string bag, so the Mercurial letter in there in black, the speed rib graphic there in black also, and the Nike swoosh at the bottom there in black. So it's a colourful and very unique string bag, definitely one I'll be looking after. All that's left within the actual box are the boots, so let's get them out. Now, as always, I'm really interested to know what you guys think about these boots. Are you a fan of the look, the shape of the boot, the colors Nike have used? Let me know in the comments below, and if not, I'm definitely interested to know why in the comments also. So get commenting, guys. But for now, let's take a closer look at the colors Nike have actually used on the boot. Right, guys, what I will say to you is that if you do like your bright, vibrant boots and you like to stand out on a pitch, this is definitely a boot you want to be taking a look at. To start off with, you've got the toe box area, which is white, but it's not standard white. It's more of a kind of frosted white. Hopefully you guys can make that out on the actual video, and that fades really nicely in a gradient effect to this dark shade of pink, which runs from the midfoot section back into the heel section on either side of the boot, as you can see there. The exposed fly knit, however, is a different shade of pink, and this can be best seen from there to there. You can see it's two different shades of pink, but all in all, guys, I think it works really well. But as always, I'm interested in knowing what you guys think about it. All the branding on the boot is actually done in black. You can see the Nike swoosh there is in black, which is really cool. However, has a white outline going around it. Hopefully you guys can see that very clearly there. You've got the Mercurial branding here at the back of the boot in black also. You've got this horizontal graphic in white, which we're used to seeing on previous colorways of this boot. Moving on to the sole plate, you've got a black Nike swoosh, which sits well on the backdrop of a solid white sole plate. I absolutely love that personally. And then you've got translucent studs, as you can see there. However, they have got a hint of kind of black, which you can see better when I pull it this way. Alright, guys, so that was a quick run through of the colors Nike have actually used. I think the colors work really well together personally, but I'm not the biggest fan of pink boots. Let me know if you are in the comments below, and if you agree with me, let me know. But once again, I still do think they're pretty cool boots. Tech-wise, guys, these boots have a lot to offer the modern-day attacking player, and I say that for a number of reasons. Firstly, you've got the fact that it's a knitted material, which means it's ridiculously light. So when you're bombing down the wing or, you know, trying to beat a player, you're not going to be carrying any dead weight whatsoever. You're going to feel like you're flying. The upper's really flexible, as you can see there, which is really good because it's got a mold around the shape of your foot, which is really nice. And not only that, guys, it means that it's really responsive when you make contact with the ball. You're gonna really know where and when you're hitting a ball. Probably the biggest change from the predecessors, the Superfly 4s, is the speed rib technology, which can be found on either side of the boot. And essentially all it is, it's raised and non-raised areas, which one provides a bit of texturing for when you're actually making contact with the ball, slightly better grip on the ball, and as well as that, it provides a really nice lockdown feel on your foot when you pull on the laces, which is always handy to ensure that the boot isn't moving around as you're playing football. This being a high-end Nike boot, you also have ACC, all condition control, which is Nike's kind of wet control element. Essentially all it does is that it ensures that these boots perform in wet weather as well as they do in dry weather, which is always, you know, handy when playing football. You've then got the extension piece, which I've mentioned in previous you know, videos. It doesn't actually, you know, improve your performance in any way. All it does do is that it provides a nice feel from your legs into the actual boot. It's a kind of seamless, uninterrupted feel, which is really cool to have, and in all honesty, it's just trendy to have an extension piece on your boot in the modern game right now. Within the actual boot, you have a synthetic leather lining, which has a decent amount of padding to it actually, which will ensure that your foot's stable within the boot, and that's also helped by the fact that you've got an internal heel counter, which will also ensure that your heel area isn't moving within the actual boot. Considering these are lightweight boots and you're probably going to be sprinting really fast most of the time in them, it's important that you've got good lockdown, and that's helped by having a internal heel counter. The insole is fully removable, as you can see there, and is made out of this kind of memory foam material, which is really cool. So that reduces any stud pressure you would feel in these boots. And not only that, guys, it also means that if you would rather have your own insoles in the boot, you can do so because you can take these ones out. The sole plate is made out of a single layer of plastic from Nike's new manufacturing process, which means that it's really flexible, however really sturdy in the midfoot section. It will not bend, and not only that, it's ergonomic, so it's actually shaped to the actual human foot and not flat like most boots, which is why you've got this curve in this section here. So it's really comfortable one, and also really responsive in the sense that you've got these angled arrow shaped studs, which will allow you to get, you know, good traction. So these boots are really aggressive. You will be able to cut through the pitch really easily and really fast wearing these. As I've said in previous videos, I think the Superfly 5s are way ahead of anyone else in terms of technology. I think it offers everything you need. They're lightweight, responsive, you know, it feels like you've literally just got a second sock on your foot, which is really handy in the modern game. But let me know your thoughts if you agree with me in the comments below. But what I'll do now is put them on to let you guys see how they look and feel. Alright guys, so here we are at the on feet of the Mercurial Superfly 5s in the latest motion blur pack colorway. Now the first thing I'll say is that they are not the easiest boots to put on at all. Took me literally about 5-10 minutes to get them on, but I will say now that they are extremely comfortable. That ergonomic sole plate that I was telling you guys about really comes in handy because it's literally shaped to the shape of your actual foot, which is really cool. Really light, so if you are looking for a lightweight boot that will offer that kind of barefoot sensation when you make contact with the ball in this area, definitely go for these. They're retailing at Lavelle Soccer for £240. Obviously use my discount code MTOTV10 and you'll definitely stand out on the pitch wearing these bad boys. So guys, that was a review and on-feet of these bad boys. They're retailing on the Lavelle Soccer website for £240. Obviously, use my discount code FTOTV10 and you get 10% off your purchase. But as well as that, I mean, the color's not gonna be for everyone. Let me know if you agree, you know, if you like it rather, or if you're not a fan of it and why. But in terms of the technology that the Superfly 5 offers, it's a no-brainer. Lightweight, you know, you're gonna get a barefoot sensation when you know, make contact with the ball because it's ultra thin, ultra light. And if you're a midfielder, attacking midfielder or striker, possibly, this is definitely something you wanna be taking a look at. So that's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and peace. By the way, be happy, strong, and motivated. We out.